Radha Krishna. Radha and Krishna were childhood friends at Goloka or Gokula. Go means cow, and thus it is presumed that Goloka or Gokula habited is a region where the main profession is bringing up cows, milking, etc. These people were collectively known as Yadavas. Radha is a gopi who is said to have emerged from the Rasa Mandala at Gokula. Many gopis are said to have emerged from the Radha and Krishna. It is understood that Golaka and Gokula are two different places. Golaka refers to the testis and Gokula refers to the kidneys. Krishna is an avatar of Vishnu. Vishnu is associated with the human endocrine system and Krishna is closely associated with that system. Krishna is the personification of human kidneys. Krishna, kidneys, shoulders the adrenal glands known as tulasi which sit on top of it. Radha used to control Krishna with a devoted love and both used to often perform the Rasa Leela, dance form. Ra, Da or Da, Ra refers to continuous flow, the urinary secretion taking place at the human kidneys. The kidneys remove the waste and water from the blood that is stored in the bladder as urine, and it is discharged at periodic intervals. Radha was born to Virashabhanu and Kalavadi. Kala refers to Shiva and Yama, which in turn refers to human blood. Rishabha or Vrishabha is one of the 12 zodiacs, second on the list, which represent the development of the neural plate and tube in an embryo. When Vrishabhanu and Kalavadi wanted Radha to marry Rayana, Radha disappeared from the house, leaving a shadow behind, which was married to Rayana. The original Radha returned to Krishna in Golaka. Golaka may mean cloaca, testis, which is known as suva, a common passage for feces, urine, and waste of the human body. It exists in the embryo at some point of time and later divides to form the rectum, bladder, and genitalia of the human body. These organs are part and parcel of the digestive and endocrine systems personified as Vishnu and Krishna. The main functions of the kidneys are the removal of waste from the blood, such as urea and ammonium. The blood comes into the kidney through renal arteries. Kidneys remove waste through an osmosis process. Its membranes drain the blood into renal veins that exit each of the kidneys. The waste is collectively called urine and drains into the urinary bladder, which is periodically emptied. Waste is being constantly sent to the blood by various human parts, and if they are not removed periodically, waste will build up in the blood and damage the blood. These main excretory functions are known as Radha. Nephrons are the main tiny blood vessel or corpuscle called glomerulus, which intertwines with tubule, a urine collecting tube. These glomeruli would have been referred to as gopis and gopas in Puranic texts. Artery corpuscles and vein corpuscles may be named gopis and gopas. Glomerulus resembles a cauliflower, which is known as gobi, hence gopis and gopas. Yet, another function of the kidneys is to maintain the body's equilibrium of water and minerals. Since it is the part of the human endocrine system, kidneys regulate electrolytes, acid-base balance, blood pressure, reabsorption of glucose and amino acids, and the production of hormones. While the glomerulus functions as a urine-producing unit, it also has another function as a filtering unit. It retains normal proteins and cells in the bloodstream. These functions are known as Krishna. These filtrations and retention result in complicated chemical exchanges known as Rasa Leela, traditionally performed by Radha and Krishna. Rasa can be found in Rasayana, which means chemistry. Thus, Radha becomes the main functionary and Krishna becomes the sub-functionary at the kidneys. It is the reason we say Radha Krishna instead of Krishna Radha. Even though Radha and Krishna are great lovers, they are always depicted as separated and never united in the stories, since kidney functions are about two different angles. Puranic texts have the Su plus Dhamma or Sri Dhamma story to tell us about the reasons for the separation of Radha and Krishna. Radha cursed Sudama to be an asura, non-secreting, and Sudama in turn cursed that Radha would be separated from Krishna. Dhamma means string or rope. Krishna is known as Damodara, which consists of two words, Dama and Udara, where Udara or Udira means blood. Could this be any reference to the blood vessels coiled inside the kidneys? Radha was born in Gokula or Vraja to be separated from Krishna due to the curse of Sudama. But Krishna was born in Madura at Radha's request to be with her during the duration of Sudama's curse. Madura means sugar and is closely related with kidneys and urine due to diabetics. It is said that if anyone wants to be free from misfortune or ill health, he or she should worship Radha. Radha, being instrumental for urine secretion, which removes waste from blood, should be worshipped to free from ill health. Purnima, full moon day, is designated as a special day for Radha Puja, which refers to the day of ovulation for females. What is the relationship between ovulation and the kidneys? Is the answer in the story where Krishna was tied to the Asoka trees by Yashoda? In the story, Yashoda learned that there was theft every day of dairy products like milk, butter, curds, etc. in her home. Finally, she found out that the thief was none other than her son, Krishna, who was a small child. As punishment, she tied him up to two Ashoka trees with a piece of cloth or rope. In some places, it is mentioned as a single tree. Krishna is called Damodara due to this. The two Ashoka trees were broken with a kick of the leg by a small Krishna. From the broken tree, Kubera's two sons, Nalakubara and Manigriva, emerged, who were cursed to be trees by sage Devala. Son or sons refer to the two kidneys, and it conveys a person can also live with a single kidney. They were supposed to be released from their curse by Krishna. Refers to chemical exchanges in blood at the time of waste removal in kidneys. Ashoka tree is a medicinal plant known as Saraka indica, which is closely related to the female procreative organs. Kalinga refers to the female genitals, as Linga refers to the male genitals. Kalinga and Ashoka are inseparable. Kubera is the god of wealth, who is related to the ovaries and ova. Manigriva might refer to male germ cells. They release from the curse by Krishna, kidneys, establishes some relationships between the blood chemical exchanges due to activities at the kidneys and germ cells. The theft at Yashoda's house usually took place when she went to the Yamuna river to bathe. Yamuna is the twin sister of Yama. She is also known as Yami. She was been cursed to be a river by her stepsister, referred to chapter Surya, and references eye humor, liquid, which is saline in quality. Urine is also saline in quality. Useless or weak people are known as Shoda or Soda in Tamil, which is part of Ya plus Shoda's name. It may mean the waste removed from the blood. Soda is also carbonated water made with sodium bicarbonate, which is salty. Brindavan or Vrindavan, Lover's Park, is the place where Radha Krishna used to indulge in Rasa Leela, meaning a place of meeting, to sing, dance, and talk. Brindavan or Vrindavan is named after Princess Vrinda, daughter of King Kedara, who was born in Swayambhumanu's line. Brahmavaivarta Purana says that it is named after Radha, one of whose name is Vrinda or Vrindavani or Vrindavan Vinodini. Tulasi, who is the personification of the adrenal glands, which sit on top of the kidneys, are also known as Vrinda. Adrenal glands are part of the endocrine system. They are also known as secondary sexual glands, which oversee stress management within the body, especially in female bodies. There is an overlap in Puranic stories between Tulasi and Radha, since both are closely related organs. Later, Brindavan or Vrindavan became the habitat of gopis and gopas who moved from Vraja. Nanda, Krishna's father, ordered his flocks to move from Vraja to Vrindavan since there were demons at Vraja, which were killed by Krishna. The demons were Bakasura, Pralambasura, and Keshi. They were disciples of Durvasa. They were cursed to be demons when they pluck lotuses from a pond called Chitra, which was specifically meant for Parvati, wife of Shiva. Chitra refers to the first month of the Tamil calendar and the male-female union, since the grand marriage of Shiva Parvati takes place in this month. It is also the name of a nakshatra. These demons were destined to resurrected by Krishna and became his attendants at Goloka. Vishwakarma, the architect of gods, who is the personification of organogenesis, built houses for all the gopis and gopas. This would have happened at the fetal developmental stage. Vaka means crane, also known as Sarus, which refers to Saraswati and the human brain. Vaka also refers to Agastya. Thus, Vakasura may refer to secretions or dumping into the blood from the brain. Pralambasura was living in the form of a bull at Keli Kadambavana. Keli plus Kadamba plus Vana. Keli may refer to Kaliya or Kaliya or Kaliya, since Kadamba refers to liver bile, refer to chapter Kaliya. Keshi was living in the form of an ass at Bandiravana. The killing of these asuras refer to chemical exchanges in the blood and secretions at the kidneys. Kidneys release three important hormones: erythropoietin, EPO, which stimulates the bone marrow to make red blood cells; renin, which regulates blood pressure; and calcitriol, which helps maintain calcium for bones and establishes normal chemical balance in the body. Radha and Krishna are said to have performed Rasalila during the month of Chaitra or Chitra on a full moon night, which refers to the period of ovulation. Banyan tree, Ficus bahalensis or fig tree, and Ketaki, Kaita, bushes are brought into the scenario to tell us about their medicinal properties. Ketaki flowers, known as Pandanus tectorius or Pandanus fascicularis, are liked very much by Shiva and are not used for his worship. But the Ketaki bushes are preferred place for Radha Krishna meetings. Brahma, the personification of germ cells, also wanted to worship Radha, and it was granted at Vrindavana. Brahma, who was doing tapas at Pushkar, came all the way to Vrindavan to obtain a darshan of Radha and Krishna together. Pushkar refers to the place where germ cells are produced. Radha has not been mentioned in all Puranic texts except the Brahma Vaivarta Purana. How Brahma was formed. Thus, Radha, kidneys, seem to be important in the formation of Brahma, the germ cell. As per Brahma Vaivarta Purana, Radha and Krishna were united after 100 years of Sudama's curse, just before the onset of Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga refers to the onset of old age and diabetes in the blood. Due to this condition, blood rays are not properly removed, and the required chemical exchanges, hormonal secretions of kidneys, would not have taken place in the blood. It is mentioned that during Kali Yuga, Dwaraka was inundated by the sea. Dwaraka refers to the outlet of excretion, namely the urinary passage. Frequent urination is a symptom of diabetes. Vaikuntham or Sri Vaikundam or Vaikundaloka refers to the place of storage known as Vaikum Talam, storage space. Thus, it refers to the uterus where the fertilized ovum is stored for development.